All right, guys. So we're here at Lake Houston Park in New Caney, Texas, and they have some pretty cool snakes here. And I was going to give you a close-up look at them. A lot of these, most of these snakes are native. There's only one that's not. But let's have a look at these guys. As you can tell, it's a very nice nature center. They have a huge, awesome reptile room. We have some American bullfrog right here, wherever he is. Nice cages. We have the southern leopard frog. We have a toad poking his little head out right here. We have a ribbon snake right here looking at us, watching us. Here's a speckled king snake looking right at us. And king snakes are pretty cool. They can actually take on a copperhead or a cottonmouth, and they're immune to their venom, and they can take a hit and still swallow the venomous snake whole. It's really cool. Let's see what else they have. They have a blotched water snake. They have wherever this broad-banded water snake is. Still really nice place, real nice cages. Great setup. There's a rough green snake in here somewhere. There he is. Real pretty bright green color. Like I said, we're at Lake Houston Wilderness Park up here in New Caney. Here's a DeKay's brown snake. Real small snake, and they'll flatten their heads out and make themselves look all big and bad when they're not venomous at all. There's a Louisiana milk snake in here somewhere. One of my goals to find this year. Here's a eastern copperhead, or southern copperhead. One of probably the most common venomous snake on this park. Here's a cottonmouth. You think he's up in there? Can't really see him, but there he is. Okay. And there's a Texas or eastern rat snake in here somewhere. I think he's under his water bowl. And they've got some good pictures of snakes. Here's the Texas coral snake, and here's a copperhead in a box turtle shell, and just all kinds of cool educational things that they've put together, and I think they're doing a great job. So here's their aquarium room, and they've got some gar in here, and they've got a bass in here somewhere. There he is. Not real sure about what he thinks about us. Here's a red-eared slider turtle. There's a soft shell turtle in here somewhere. See if we can spot him. He's probably buried in the sand somewhere, or the rock somewhere, but see if we can see him. I don't see him anywhere. There's a mud turtle or a musk turtle. And here's some more fish. And here's an axolotl, a black axolotl. These guys are so cool. They are pretty common in the pet trade, but they're super cool. So we're out here at Lake Houston Park in Montgomery County. We found ourselves an eastern copperhead. Now these guys are venomous. They are a pit viper, and if this snake were to bite me, I'd have a very bad day. But as you can tell, he just wants to get away and get off the road. We caught him in the middle of crossing a dirt road, and he's just trying to get out of the way. Now we're gonna let this guy get on his way. We're gonna help him across the road, and we're gonna keep looking for more stuff and see if we can find anything. So there you go. See how camouflaged he is? He blends into that grass like it's nothing else. And there he goes. He's gone. So we got our second snake of the night. Another eastern copperhead. See if we can get him to the other side of the road. Come on, buddy. Hey. Come on, snake. Hey. There you go. Keep going, buddy. Keep going, bud. Hey, don't get defensive. Come on now. I'm trying to help you, my friend. Hey. Hey. So he's just trying to get away from me, but I'm trying to get him on the other side of the road where he was going. I always let them go on the side of the road that they were headed to, so that they can, so they don't try to cross again for whatever reason they saw fit. But he's moving on. These guys are really cool. They depend on their camouflage mostly But he's getting off the road, and that's it. He's gone. Here we got another eastern copperhead. If you look at his tail, it's bright green, and they use that tail to lure bugs and other frogs and stuff in the striking range so they can bite it and then eat it. They use it as a lure, which is really cool. But it's weird because only the babies. Now, cottonmouths and copperheads are related, and they both have this neon green tail. So that's just pretty cool. He was really hard to see in the road, but he's very small. Alright guys, so we're walking around Lake Houston Park this morning, and we were going to get on this bridge, and I looked to my left. It's about 7:30 this morning, and we found this little copperhead chilling. He's all flattened out, ready to go, ready to defend himself, but a real pretty one. The kisses on the back, or the bands on the back, connect, which is really cool. Mosquitoes are awful. But yeah, just a really cool find. This is as he was sitting when we found him. We walked right by him. As you can see, if you weren't looking for him, you'd never see him. So, hey guys, we're in East Texas, and we were hiking around the other day, yesterday, and we found this guy. Come here, snake. This is a yellow-bellied water snake, and they're kind of mean. See, he just bit me, and they're kind of nasty because they smell really, really bad. Now, the bite from this guy is not really painful. Kind of feels like getting into a briar patch. He's gonna bite me again, I promise. They're just like that. See, he bit me again. But that's all it does. That little bit of splotch of blood, typically, that's all it does. And these guys will prey upon frogs and fish. They're very aquatic. Ow, they're very mean. But they're very defensive. They're not aggressive, they're just defensive. They will defend themselves at all costs because they don't have any venom. And this is a very good look-alike to the water moccasin or cottonmouth. It's basically a mimic of it. And they do a really good job, because when I first saw him, that's exactly what I thought he was. And let's see if he can calm down for me, or he's going to bite me again. He'll bite me again. He'll bite me again. Maybe he won't. But, like I said, this is a yellow-bellied water snake. We're out here in northeast Houston. And really cool find. He was actually sitting there coiled when we found him. And they're pretty neat. They have kind of like a blotchy pattern on the back. And they have, it's not the only way to tell that it's venomous or not, but these guys, one of the difference between a cottonmouth and this water snake, or water snakes, is they have round pupils, and the cottonmouth or water moccasin has elliptical pupils like a cat. Now, you probably don't want to get that close, but the pattern's a little bit different. So if you're in an area where you know there's both snakes, you should really know your difference, because it could be in the difference between life and death. Or just leave them alone altogether. But we'll see you next time on our next adventure.